At the will reading, Grandpa's lawyer handed me a check for $38 million. My father snatched it, struck a match, and burned it right in front of me. I didn't protest, I simply smiled. Because what he destroyed wasn't what he thought it was. Grandpa's lawyer handed me a check for $38 million. My dad grabbed it, lit a match, and burned it right in front of me. I didn't react. I just smiled. But what he actually incinerated was a decoy. It all started at the will reading. I hadn't seen my father in nearly 5 years. The moment I entered the room, he glared at me as if I were a court-ordered pest inspector. The conference room at Greaves and Halford reeked of lemon polish and ambition. My sister, Harper, was already there, legs crossed, wearing her usual smug expression, like she'd just won a lawsuit blindfolded. Leonard Greaves, my dad, sat at the head of the table, acting like a CEO at a shareholder meeting, not a will reading. Miss Halford, the lawyer, gave me a small nod. She'd been with the family for decades, back when they still pretended I was one of them. No greetings, no hugs, no questions about my last deployment, or if I'd even survived it intact. I wasn't there for them, anyway. I'd promised Grandpa Marshall I'd show up, and that was the only reason. Miss Halford cleared her throat, opened a folder, and began reading the will. Her voice was calm and professional, like someone reading instructions for assembling furniture that could ignite a domestic dispute. To Harper Greaves, she stated, the family property at Evergreen Lake and the antique Steinway piano. Harper blinked, probably expecting the company. To Leonard Greaves, she continued, a set of first-edition Hemingway novels and a $10,000 donation to the American Ethics Council made in his name. My father snorted, that's a joke, right? Miss Halford didn't flinch. She turned the page. And to Rowan Greaves, my granddaughter, my only confidant, I leave the remainder of my estate. This includes all financial holdings, real estate, and voting control over Braden Tech Systems. Effective immediately. Silence. My dad's jaw tightened. Harper's smirk faltered slightly. Then Miss Halford slid a check across the table to me. $38,246,000. Crisp, signed, dated. I hadn't even touched it before Leonard lunged. He snatched the check from the table as if it had personally offended him. You think this brings you back? He snarled. Right there, in front of the lawyer and Harper, he pulled out a lighter and set the damn thing on fire. The check curled in his hand, flames dancing over Marshall Greaves' signature as if it meant nothing. My sister gasped. Miss Halford leaned back, as if this wasn't her first time witnessing a man torch a fortune out of spite. Then my dad looked at me and said, that's what you get for walking out. I didn't flinch. I didn't shout. I just smiled. Not a happy smile, but the kind you wear when you already know the ending and you're just watching everyone else catch up. Because what he burned wasn't what he thought it was.